Why don't some cats like cuddling? It's a question every cat owner has asked at some point. You've had a long day, and all you want is to curl up with your furry friend for some comfort. But your cat? They're out of reach, staring at you like you're asking for the impossible. Is it you? Is it them? Let's dive into this mystery together and figure it out. The truth about cats and cuddling. First off, let's clear one thing up. Not all cats hate cuddling. Some are absolute snugglebugs, while others keep their distance. And that's okay. It's important to understand that every cat is different, just like people. Some of us are huggers, some of us aren't. For cats, their dislike for cuddling often boils down to their instincts. Cats are descendants of solitary hunters. In the wild, being held or restrained could mean danger. Even though our house cats don't face the same threats, those instincts are hardwired into their behavior. So, when your cat wiggles away from your hug, it's not personal. It's survival mode kicking in, respecting personal space. Another thing to consider is their personal space. Cats are territorial creatures. They value their independence and their boundaries. Imagine someone invading your bubble without warning. Wouldn't you back off too? Here's a question for you. Have you ever met someone who's had a bad experience with hugs? Maybe they flinch when you try to give them one. The same can happen with cats. If they've had negative experiences with being held, like rough handling or being restrained by a vet, they might associate cuddling with stress, unique ways cats show affection. But don't lose hope. Just because your cat doesn't like cuddling now doesn't mean they never will. Cats show affection in their own unique ways. Maybe your cat rubs against your leg or purrs when they're near you. That's their version of saying, "I love you." Understanding your cat's love language is key to strengthening your bond. Practical tips for building trust. Let's talk about some practical tips to bridge the gap. First, let them come to you. Sit down, relax, and let them make the first move. If they climb onto your lap, give them gentle pets. Avoid forcing them into a cuddle. Cats value their freedom and don't respond well to pressure. Second, observe their body language. Is their tail flicking? Are their ears pinned back? These are signs they're uncomfortable. Respect their signals and back off. Third, use treats and positive reinforcement. If your cat lets you hold them briefly, reward them with a tasty snack. This helps them associate cuddling with something good. Patience is your best friend here. Building trust takes time, especially if your cat has past traumas. Busting myths about aloof cats. Now, let's address a common myth. The idea that cats are always aloof. Research by animal behaviorists like Dr. Mikel Delgado shows that cats form strong bonds with their humans. They just express it differently. A cat sitting next to you or following you around the house is a sign of affection. Sometimes it's about adjusting your expectations. Instead of expecting your cat to act like a dog, celebrate their unique ways of showing love. Have you noticed your cat head-butting you? That's called bunting, and it's their way of marking you as part of their crew. Purring is another classic sign of contentment. Even a slow blink from your cat is like them saying, "I trust you," the origins of their instincts. Let's dive a little deeper into how these instincts and behaviors developed. Cats' ancestors were solitary hunters, relying on stealth and independence to survive. They didn't hunt in packs like wolves or depend on group dynamics for protection. This solitary nature meant that physical closeness wasn't necessary for their survival. In fact, it could be dangerous. Fast forward to today, and those instincts remain strong in many of our domesticated cats. While some breeds, like ragdolls and Maine Coons, are more predisposed to cuddling, others, like Bengals or Siamese, may prefer their space. It's not just about personality. Breed traits play a role too: boundaries and emotional awareness. Think about your own experiences with boundaries. Have you ever felt smothered by someone's affection? Cats feel the same way when their space isn't respected. They might dart away, hide, or even give a gentle swat if they feel overwhelmed. And that's not them being mean. It's their way of saying, "Give me some room." But here's where it gets interesting. While cats may not always want cuddles, they're incredibly attuned to our emotions. Studies, like one conducted by the University of Lincoln, have shown that cats can recognize their owner's voice and respond differently to it compared to strangers. They're watching us, learning from us, and even mimicking our routines. So, when your cat chooses to sit nearby or follow you from room to room, that's their way of connecting. It's subtle, but it's there, strengthening your bond through play. Let's not forget about playtime. Interactive play can be a fantastic way to bond with your cat. Using a feather wand or a laser pointer can build trust and show your cat that being around you is fun. Over time, these positive interactions can make your cat more open to other forms of affection. Have you tried creating a cozy environment for your cat? Sometimes placing a soft blanket or pillow in their favorite spot can encourage them to relax and even come closer to you. Scent also plays a huge role in making your cat feel secure. Your scent, combined with a calming pheromone spray like Feliway, can create a safe space for your cat to unwind, building trust step by step. Another practical tip is to respect their daily routines. Cats thrive on predictability. If your cat knows they'll get a gentle scratch behind the ears every morning or a treat after dinner, they'll start to associate you with positive experiences. Remember, trust is built one moment at a time, patience and understanding. So, what have we learned? Cats aren't being mean or distant when they avoid cuddling. It's just their nature, their history, or maybe even their mood. By understanding and respecting their boundaries, we can strengthen our relationship with them. And who knows? With a little patience and effort, your cat might surprise you one day. They might hop onto your lap and stay a while. Until then, cherish the moments they choose to share with you, even if it's just sitting in the same room. Thanks for tuning in to Cats Know How. Have your own cuddling stories? Drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more feline insights. See you in the next video.